falling into a deep slumber. At the top of a mountain, a shattered glass of crystal light. Something assembles throughout the night. There was once a bound man, bound by hate, bound by suffering, walking blind in the valley of death. Where did it all start? Where is he now? Is this the top of the mountain? The endless sky, the timeless eternal down? He now gazes from the rooftops at a desolate landscape while the sun shines on his face. Who are we in all of this? Who am I? What am I looking at? The journey perhaps started with a woman.
A black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. Yes, I got a black magic woman. She's got me so blind I can't see. But she's a black magic woman. She's trying to make a devil out of me. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Yes, don't turn your back on me, baby. Don't mess around with your tricks. Don't turn your back on me, baby, 'cause you might just wake up my magic sense. Your spell on me, baby. You got your spell on me, baby. Yes, you got a spell on me, baby. Turning my heart into stone. I need you so bad, magic woman. I can't leave you
After a toxic relationship was no more, he was lost but found refuge in drugs. Every day he was smoking, on the weekend he would find joy in Mandy. There was a certain magic in the air, but he did not see the darkness that was to come. Who am I? Why can't can't I wake up? All I see is not me. A death so raw, a death so pure. Please, I implore. Please, sir, may I have some more? Mandy's got me. Trees have rot me. Juice has shot me. Just another botched G. Mandy's got me. Trees have rot me. Juice has shot me. Just another botched G. I think I'm going insane. Insane in the membrane. I think I'm going insane. Insane in the membrane. It's all the same. Another go to the flames. Another road in the game. A beast that can't be tamed. Where will I go? Now that I'm in the hole. Another lost soul. Another zombie at the show. Another corpse in the zone. Another break in the hole. Another wall to grow. Where is the end of this nightmare? Where is the end of this nightmare? It just ain't fair. Where is the end of this nightmare? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Delicacy so pure, the self unfurls, shining a light in the night, reveals a scene of delight. Sooner or later addiction settled in, and he started staying up all night with Mandy. It was excessive. Once a man gets a taste for the nectar, he can't stop. But it can't replace the true joy in life, what everyone is seeking. Some call it Brahman, some call it the self, some call it the Tao. But it seemingly goes unnoticed to most people, masked by their sense of self that they're holding on to. The sense of being the doer, the sense of identity. But there are those among us who walk in silence and stillness, perhaps setting free those in need, or just living their life in peace. Pure, subtler than space, no motion, the end of the race. What allows consciousness to see this stillness? Is it effort and willfulness? Emptiness or fullness, which is it? Stillness in motion, you can only live in. It's a dark world we live in, filled with sorrow and regret. Would you look on with eyes so steel, or would you just want to forget? The lies that surround us turn to truth with the undistorted gaze. Eternal youth in the eye of the storm and phase, surpassing our limits, yet just a mortal man. Our suffering will be finished, just part of the plan. But who are you that asks, who am I? Who's to say they know? To melt away this disguise, what's known as the ego. We know we show the ego is false. We see no evil, indeed we're close, but we don't go to show the depth of a soul. Instead we show the distance between what we know and what we are. We don't bar, friend or foe. We don't war, an endless glow. We can't tell the difference between yes and no. What I speak of can't be known. The beating heart of that which can't grow or can't shrink. The eternal wink of the cosmic space where you can't think, where there is no race. It does not blink, it does not chase, it always wins. Is it truth or lie? To see other as I, to see through this disguise. And what belongs to you, it's not mine, or so they say. No property belongs in this place. The silence goes on forever. The silence cannot be tethered. Any weather it can face, any place it's there, undercover. Grace may place itself upon any who notices. The underlying force which governs all things is no hocus pocus. It rests and brings its life force to all things and beings in the universe, for better or worse. Makes a decision for us all to stand or fall. When push comes to shove, it turns us to love. The silence that's all around us, the silence that's within us. Louder than words, it's a place you can trust, where all things emerge and all things die. It lives on the eternal sky. It is the stage where all takes place. It bears a mask of every face. The divinity in all things emerges from the silence. There's no place to stand. We are all migrants, yet home follows us everywhere. We see it in all things, we're never away. All sounds sing. What do I mean when I say I? Where do we go when we die? Is this place unknown to all, or is it completely familiar? In this place is there no such thing as sinister? It looks out for us all. The sky may be high, a place where you never fall when you die. We try to get by as ordinary, but will I be I when a friend is near me? Or will I be you? Will I be I when an enemy is near me? Or will I be you? Friend or foe, there's no difference. Mend and show you no longer ignorant. We see all and we see I. We see what we are when we die. We never try. The sky is indeed high. This brings this broadcast to a close, while our adversaries keep us on our toes. They show what we know already, to tell the difference between light and heavy. Darkness and light may fight, as we illuminate the beings of the night. Despite their right to have free will, we turn them from a path so shrill. We change them from a path so grim. As we sing, we elevate them and turn them to love. We escalate them from below to above. But when push comes to shove, they are ourselves from another time. But this time is their time to shine. We see the spaces between you and me. We set free those who are in need. Greed plays no part, from hate they depart into something greater. We make the play from something faker into something real with eyes of steel. We wait until fate makes all things into the silence that surrounds us. Do you see the imageless merge with the image? No world, no time, nothing to envisage. A timeless wonder, the source of all things. What is blunder, losing or winning? To trust in the hand that guides us all. The wise stay put and never fall. He in fact met such a man at his university. Although he was already starting to fall, he thought he saw a pattern in his movements. He knew he was a leader of some sorts, but insanity started to set in. He saw messages in everything he did and thought he was speaking to him in a metaphorical language. A dark force was coming over him, disguised. He never could have seen it coming. A new beginning through willfully deceiving. I'm a feeling lucky. Through stealing and skillfully mixing, I deliver mukti. You seeing what I'm seeing? I envision putty. A molded mind, corrupted at times. Do you feel lucky? Sitting in a classroom, knitting from a past room. Little bit of a fast one, woven tapestry. Moving like a fiend, messages just for me, telling me to be free. Something's dormant, I can feel it in the air. Something's dormant, do you see it also clear? I see spirals whirling through the air. I see spirals while I don't have a care. Something's dormant, I feel it creeping up on me. Reality sorbet, fragrant textures, I see the way it saw me. I just want to be free, got my jaw with. Something's locked onto me. Innocently making friends, wondering when my degree will end. Looks like I have third degree burns when I'm through. Something's got me on the bends, just don't know how I'll offend, just don't have a clue. Teaching her teachers, listening to the secrets, oh how I grew. Reaching for some features, moving like they reach, just how do I do? Hanging with the DJ, can I get a free play, skills born anew. Mixing tracks, is there something I lack? How about you? Buying nice gear without a fear, could even sell my shoes. If it meant some speakers, wouldn't that treat us with something new? Locked eyes with the guru while I spew what a fool knew. He gave the lesson, shoes on me like a western. What he said, make sure the space in the mix when you balance a track. What I heard, you need to find space within yourself or else you'll feel like. What he said, don't use too much compression or EQ. What I heard, keep to the natural state of being and it will see you through. What am I hearing? I just keep hearing hidden messages and everything he said clearly. I must be losing my mind, sucking by playing. Maybe if I just respond is the way, just who is he? So I played with words, put messages in projects while doing the degree. It gets pretty complex if I can just get them to hear me. Don't wanna be a reject. Can't say it clearly, it's like they're undercover, just who are they? Can I take it further? Can I take it further? The ocean's deep and wide. It takes you deep into its tide. Deep down below. blasted a tapestry, mastered the math in me, blasted off monochrome of the top, rocking the metaphor, blocking the semaphore, dropping the menopause, hoping the men will pause, taking the trash out, fake or a mask out, angels will crash now, saving the last dance, fate will decide, will this reality crash or die? Gotta show my cards now, is this the last ounce of strength I have to make contact? Do you see what I see? Do you feel free being the self? Do you feel me needing help? We've spoken a hidden language, did you manage to hear what I had to say? Or is it just a fantasy, all in my dream, another cosmic joke in this play? I take the stand, revealing all that I planned. Did you hear the interwoven thread? Or is it all in my head, wondering what I said that drove you away? Saying what I feel about my last meal, what will happen when I'm dead? I lied at the end of the tunnel, well it funneled me to the Tao and end this play. I lay out the plan straight to the man, here I wrote you this song. It shows that all along we were kings and pawns, but behind we all got along. The perfect song is written in silence, this is what I've heard. A little birdie told me this is the old me, like the sky, it sounds absurd. I walk back to my seat, sit down nervous about the showing. My story written all into one piece, will they find it glowing? The lights, camera, action, will I hit the master's approval of this art? I might master action when the ego's been captured or will be apart. Do you see what I see? Do you feel free like me? Do you see the tapestry? Do you see only me? Who are you? Who am I? Will we live or die? Do you see the colourless sky of infinite being of you and I?
As his magnum opus, he made a song and showed it to them as his honest project. Looking back, it seemed to foreshadow the whole story he was about to embark on. Fractals in the small pan is a reflection of the big one. It's almost like the song was telling the story of his whole life.
Dreaming of the time when all comes together, of the time when all is one. We live in monochrome, so near yet so alone. So the colliding of worlds will take us home. What's that sneaking in the shadows? I don't know, so alone. What's that gnawing at my brain? I don't know, it's driving me insane though. What's that drowning my world? Destruction untold, my world crashes and burns. So I die a million times in my mind. Will I fly high or die trying to take flight? It masks itself in the darkness before it springs its trap, leaving me bare. Murder's intent, gotta repent, left me speechless, food for the leeches. If I don't get this out of my mind, I'll be a victim of duality, my fallacy. Gotta get it out into the open. The Lord has spoken, the ego has awoken. The bubble burst, but the worst was over. Was that in the distance? Oh, it's where I am. Can I find my way? This is part of a plan. I journeyed far and wide. When will I find myself? I spy with my little eye. Something beginning with I. I see you. You see me. I see we. I see me. If the world truly is monochrome, can we tune the frequency? Because if all is black and white, what is this duality? What if we can see how it was made and see through the colorless fade from light to shade? Would we only see me? And so we merge. Create a dream of our own. The formless ecstasy. The eyes free. Freeze a bird. I can only see.
He started getting into conspiracy theories. He thought he could see patterns in everything, saw evil everywhere. He just wanted everyone to rise up and meet this evil head on.
Come together, whatever weather, no need to be clever. You'll come through, you'll fly high. Watch the whole world pass you by, you just need to try. Do it for me and for you. The darkness is gone to wherever it's from. This is your song, so there's no need to bleed blue. You find a way to live another day. What's more to say than don't bite off more than you can chew. I want my own way, I want my own path. I speak my own words, I face my own wrath. It's hard to walk alone in this cold, harsh world. It's not easy being on your own. Getting old, life unfolds when things get down. I start looking up, although I frown, I fly high like a dove. The world carries heavy weights, it shines like a love. The wheels of fate give me faith in the skies above. Sing loud and sing proud. The time is now. The time is now. Sing loud and sing proud. The time is now. The time is now. You switch on the news just to hear the blues. If only people could choose what is right for me and you. I see sorrow where there should be joy, paint around like a toy. Young acting like the old, too bad the old just fought. Whatever happened to our heroes? Whatever happened to our leaders? All I see are liars, cheaters, beggars, believers. But when are we all gonna scream no to the deceivers? No to the fools in the bank lending money. No to the liars and cheats who find it funny. No to the slaughter of millions done discreet by remote control, sat back in a comfy seat. And yes to the people who watch on and cry. Yes to the homeless barely getting by. Yes to our brothers in arms on the streets. If we don't all stand up, we'll be facing our defeat. Sing loud and sing proud. The time is now. The time is now. Sing loud and sing proud. The time is now. The time is now. to the crowds of voices cheering out our name. We only end up with foul-mouthed fools rising to fame. Whatever happened to love, life and joy? 'Cause now we're bound to frown and have sorrow to employ. What happened? What happened? Don't you wanna scream? Don't you wanna shout? 'Cause this feeling's telling me that I gotta let it out. 'Cause all I ever see when I switch on my TV is from adverse nonsense and lies surrounding me. Whatever happened to that feeling of being free? It seems so far away, like it was pulled from under me. Let your voice out. All our voices were combined into a shout. So sing with me, 'cause freedom don't come cheap. And I'm far too awake now to just go back to sleep. I wanna cry for you all around the world. 'Cause if we all got up together, the whole world would turn. Yeah, it turned. Devoid of seeing, a sound devoid of hearing, a smell devoid of smelling, a feeling devoid of touch, a taste devoid of flavor. Fight for long as the walls came in. He saw darkness and despair on the horizon. He cut himself off from the world, and in his own little world he could see the much larger world around him rot away.
Seas turn black, skies turn red. I'm in a self-made maze inside my head, where what means down and right means left. Petrified of the living in the land of the dead. Yo, 360 divides into 45s, fortified. Open my thought, I hide in the thought of life. So shudder into my notepad, born with the strength, so hence no one ever broke that. My chest is more than breathing, this is more than speaking. Thoughts cheap and the thoughts I hide are more revealing. Thoughts deep like the vocal cords of Morgan Freeman. I'm 95 until infinity, deadlines only limit me. These haunted eyes have seen a lot yet still shimmer, still glimmer. Like family silver on the table, I am able to see from wide perspective. Since I saw my sight was short and I have thought myself so important. Hard to find a bar of mine without the letter I know, so it's caveman, the excellent haiku crafter. Unsociable, I don't like you rappers, or you actors, or you chatters, or you audiences and clappers, or you criticizers and gassers, or you madness, you lunatics. I don't do this shit. Do you know what I see? Well, I see some black and skies turn red. Stuck in a self-made maze inside my head, where up means down and right means left. Petrified of the living in the land of the dead. As I look into the darkness of my heart, where the darkness, the madness and the size of it all. The fact I'm spinning around in this massive tiny little ball, and now frankly none of it matters at all, but it matters to me. Can't predict the future with any accuracy. I just cannot see how the path that lies ahead of me will actually be. And now I see some Charlie Darwin gave to little old me, drawing a dream to say you're not a human being, but it's not what it seems. You're a monkey, like you should be swinging up in the trees. I told him to fall back and fell back into deeper sleep. I hate these bees. That stinger stinging me from A to B, making me to horny. It's not funny cause I'd hate to be laid upon a pastry, forced into a fight. He's face to feed his greed. I'm seething, seeing red, so I heave up on my bed, throw on my birthday suit and dance around the town instead. I'm a local youth who's at acting kinda cuckoo, chatting out some voodoo while I shut my pants with doo-doo. What would you do if you knew what I'm gonna do? Probably trying to skate one like Usain in a race, forever haunted by the wicked look on my face and the smile I make, cause I savour the taste of the blood of the innocent, reminiscent upon slaughter of opposed upon the masses. Suddenly I see red like Cyclops' sunglasses as I see some black as skies turn red. Look at the self-made maze inside of my head, with what means down and right means left. I'm petrified of the living in the land of the dead. See some black as skies turn red, stuck in a self-made maze inside my head, where what means down and right means left. Petrified of the living in the land of the dead.
Thought everyone was against him, succumbing to the delusion. It's as if the devil was all around him, trying to claim his soul. He found himself in a room full of mirrors. Instead of his true self, it revealed a darker side, a world of ego.
introduce myself. I'm the darkness behind the light. Sign this contract if you dare. You must not put up a fight. Oh, I signed it for you. Isn't that a coincidence? Because what you call yourself is really a shadow of the light myself, the darkness in the night. Come with me if you dare. We're going down the avenue. I'll bury you beneath the mountain if you only knew. Ego, 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 ego. Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Ego, 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 ego. Float away on the stream, down below. Where will it go? Nobody knows.
There was a brighter side though that revealed itself, giving him strength. There are two sides of every coin, and sometimes when it gets most dark, there is something that shows you the way out. And as his voice echoed across the street, he found some relief in the banshee's screeches.
Sometimes you wanna run away when darkness is here to play, but you know it's not here to stay. You will be pulled out from the fray. The world does not revolve around you. The light of others will shine through. The world is not coming for you. Pick yourself up, no debt is due. Sometimes you wanna scream, sometimes you wanna shout. So let it all out, my friend, 'cause that's what it's all about. Sometimes you wanna scream, and sometimes you wanna shout. So be free to be you and me, and be free from doubt. Let all the love flow on through. There's still light left in you. You'll hit the timing right on cue. There'll be stories told about you. Sing one more time for me, and you will be set free. You will branch out like a tree, and be elevated you will see. Sometimes you wanna scream, and sometimes you wanna shout. So let it all out, my friend, 'cause that's what it's all about. Sometimes you wanna scream, and sometimes you wanna shout. So be free to be you and me, and be free from doubt. mist that shrouds the heart of awareness. The shape of the shapeless, devoid of form. Where the objects and the objectlessness, the grand objective of all seeking is already fulfilled. Closed in and expanded back out. Even though there was no hope, it's as if something was guiding him to a better place, giving him strength to overcome the demons that ravished his soul. He falls to the floor as the pain starts to pour. He's sure this'll be the end of his all. He snaps back. At the back of his mind, something begins to act, begins to react with this elastic contracted wall around him. Time falls around him as his life story ends up in the bin. He screams no, but the flow shows that within him is the ability to get the win. As he claws his way to triumph for his demons, he means well, but this mean spell looms over him. His fleeing tries to get past the wall and not fall, meets him in the eye, so agrees it and complies. Stands up, shakes the cobwebs off. He's off his head, just wants to go to bed, but instead shows the dread who's boss. Doesn't even give a toss what's turned down in his mind's eye. Pure what to fly, no tears to cry anymore. His ego hits the floor as he soars right past the wall. He chases demons away. Another day in the life of Youmeall. What is the Tao of stillness or of motion? The eternal timeless who's ever present in all things. The final scene is only the present. What is the ultimate Brahman or Atman, where nothing is understood yet not confused? The eternal rests in its own being, devoid of doing or undoing, devoid of attachment or non-attachment. The final scene is not recognized in the heart of awareness.
But eventually his mind would crack under the pressure of the walls. He found himself cutting his body to get relief. That's when those around him had had enough. He ended up being carted off to hospital. The pain he was going through had spread too far into those around him. He had failed them.
is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass, remembering games and days of chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. The lunatic is in the hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor, and every day the paper boy brings more. And if the dam burst open many years too soon, and if there's no room on the hill, and if your heart explodes with dark the bones too, see you on the dark side of the moon. Is in my head. The lunatic is in my head. You raise the blade, you make the change, you rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door, throw away the key. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts open, the thunder in your ear, you shout but no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, see you on the dark side of the moon. All that you touch and all that you see, all that you taste, all you feel, and all that you give, and all that you steal, all that you buy, beg, borrow, or steal, and all you create, and all you destroy, all that you do, all you say. And all that you eat, and everyone you meet, and all that you spite, and everyone you fight, and all that is now, and all that is gone, and all that's to come, and everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed by the moon.
Whilst all this was going on, something was teaching in Wu Wei. The walls would close in, enough for a spotlight to be put on his identity as the doer of actions. When nothing you do is right, the only option is to do nothing. And the more time you spend in this actionless place, the more your sense of self disappears, until non-action is achieved. Only then will the walls expand back out.
Who knew the actions could cause massive destruction to the sound of down, when the passion is mixed with the art of doubt? Who knew the seeds of suffering reside in identity? The art of you and me shed this delusion and fall into the sea. The art behind art is what I spot on. I fly by art and I'm the person. Is it con or am I just consciousness? Observing myself, generating health for this realization that there is no doer, no I, no me, no one who's poor. What a blessing. While the strings bend and slide, I mix a track where the ego cannot hide. The sweet spot is elusive, how do you hear it? The mind is intrusive, Wu Wei is a ticket. When there is no me, there's no one in the way. The perfect mix, how do we learn the play? To perfect a skill, there must be no you. Too complex is a thrill, bring it back from two back to one, where all things are right, do nothing and the down moves without a fight. Self-righteousness is a blight, see how the ego plays with the night. The darkness of the soul unfolds into delight. When the light shines down, the ego melts. Attention is the currency no matter what you've been dealt. You have the power, but when you give away control, God will appear and guide you through the fold. Out of the frying pan into the shell where all is open. I'm sure you felt the presence of the one behind all things. You don't have to be a don, the melody sings where I'm from. Reality melts away, all is an illusion, all will fade away. All is a play, mastered by Wu Wei. What is the real I? No self, no other. What is the real I? All is your brother. What is the real I? No sight, no sound. What is the real I? Is it something profound? The real I has no qualities, it's not even I. The sense of self, no truth or lie. Is it bent or hell? So do we fly? Master Wu Wei and see the boundless sky. Something's coming up in me, I just can't keep still. How do I see through me to master this skill? All flows out of me, endless thrill. The boundless sea, no heat or chill. I walk without walking, talk without talking. Infinite stillness, all of my children. Where does this all come from? And where does it all go? Mixing a track is my dojo. Actionless action or the choice in sight. 1,000 decisions to be made. Will they put up a fight? They make themselves, there is no me. What does it truly mean to be free? Elevation, levitation, no choice, no sound, nothing profound. Gotta see the Tao, gotta free the eye, gotta please the sky, gotta fly so high, gotta glide with mine. The right delight, always in the middle, most pleasant sight. Nothing in the riddle, no confusion. Flow is fusing, below diffusion, glow ensuing, melting away. The river is the ocean, floating away to where you already are. Life is a play, no confusion. The demons have gone away, no room on this barge. All will fall into the sea of stillness. The drawing of the play slips into the night. The suffering melts away for all the children. No one has a say, all is right. The mad scientist mixes a potion that dispels hocus pocus. everything is known. To see all yet not contract it into form. Who is the eye that knows nothing?
Under the illusion of Maya there is no relief, but under the sun everything is in tune. He was starting to see there was a part of him that was always free from pain, a decisionless place.
What is illusion? A mirage. What is pain? An illusion. My dreams have been shattered over the rocks of the sea. May it be granted passage. What do I flee? A sound so beautiful, a mound so high, a power so fruitful, allowed the open sky to stretch into the distance, an eternal power, no description, no misfit, the blooming flower. Take me back to the sea, take me back to be free, take me back to the ocean, take me back forever floating. The waves crash, oh how I've learned to make a splash when the boat overturned. The silent raindrops merge with the Tao. When the flame stops, there is only now. The innovator fades into stillness, nothing to make, no reason to live fast. The demonstrator falls into silence, no reason to shine even as a diamond. Can you come to the point where there is no doer? Can you put down the joint and just witness? No one to walk or talk or choose this. In the stillness something still does the business. To walk without walking, talk without talking, something without something. There is only nothing, emptiness in all things. The belly rests without something. Stillness in motion, no sound, no commotion. Forever float in the sky or the ocean. The sea takes me home to the eternal throne, the seat of the self, eternal wealth. Who is this eye that watches? Who is the eye that botches the eternal silence? Colorless yet vibrant, an unassociated bliss. God's kiss, the nexus of all being, no one fleeing. How just the sound of silence manifest? How just the timeless compress? How does the uncontracted one become form? How does the Tao become one? What is other? What is me? The trial of the mountain I must climb. I need to wake from this slumber.
Now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be. And you would dig that and come out of that and say, wow, that was a close shave, wasn't it?
I just keep dreaming. What is this dream? Is this some kind of nightmare? I can't wake from this dream.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time.